Hi, I'm Robert Phillips. Welcome to Guitar Century Presents Classical Guitar Tips. This edition of Classical Guitar Tips, we're going to talk about the free stroke. Now, the free stroke is probably the single most important stroke that you can learn for playing classical guitar. It represents about 90% of your playing. So it's absolutely essential that you learn how to execute a free stroke correctly, how to use the mechanics of the hand in a way that will optimize your free stroke and give you the best sound. The first thing I'd like you to do is wave bye-bye. Now, I'm not going anywhere, but waving bye-bye forces you to use exactly the parts of your hand that you need to use for the free stroke. Now, let me show you that sideways so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll notice that the motion is here, across the knuckles, right there, like that. Where it's not is there in the joints. When you're executing a free stroke, the joints will move at some point, but the impetus for the actual stroke occurs at the knuckles. Now we can take that motion, that waving motion, and try it one finger at a time. So let's try with the index finger only. We're just wiggling that index finger from the knuckle. Okay, once again, sideways. And now let's do the same thing with the middle finger alone. And you'll notice that that middle finger will tend to drag the ring finger with it a bit, and that's okay. And then now let's try the same movement using the ring finger. Right? Very good. Now that we've examined the actual mechanism that we use for playing the free stroke, let's actually put it on the guitar and apply it. Now, one of the things that you'll probably notice about the free stroke, if you're executing it correctly, you actually won't see your fingertips from in front. In other words, you probably can't see my fingertips. And if you look at any photographs of any of the great players at work, for example, Segovia, you'll notice that their fingertips are underneath their hand. So we're going to be resting our fingertip, the index finger first, on the first string. And we're going to find that sweet spot right between the nail and the tip of the finger. So with that finger placed in that sweet spot, again, as I said, right between the tip of the finger and the nail, just rest the finger there, then lightly rest your thumb against the second string just to support the hand slightly. Now this won't be the way you'll normally play, but it's a great way to set the hand up to move correctly. So with the finger set up there, you're going to have a kind of a pushing motion from the knuckle. Pushing. Push the string through rather than pulling. A pulling would be out like that, and of course that would give you a kind of an ugly snap. That's not what you want. You want to get that pushing motion. Try the same thing with the middle finger. Find that sweet spot right between the tip of the finger and the nail and push through. And then you can try alternating the index and middle fingers. I for index, M for middle. I, M. I, M. I, M. And you'll notice I'm exaggerating both the follow through and the extension. That extension is all the way out there. And that's part of the training, teaching yourself to use your muscles correctly. You'll also notice that when one moves in, the other moves out, constantly moving in opposite directions. If you find that you have a little trouble with that, rather than thinking about plucking, think about extending. Think about the finger that's doing the extension. Let's try the same thing now with the ring finger. Let's just try the ring finger by itself, placing the ring finger on that string, on the sweet spot. Plant the thumb, push through. Plant the thumb, push through. Plant it, and push. Plant it, and push. And let's try alternating the middle and the ring. And of course, you'll find that it's quite a bit more difficult to extend the ring finger. Well, I hope you found this an enjoyable and profitable excursion. I hope the guitar tip is something that you'll find useful. And there will be more guitar tips, so please join me in the future. And until then, just keep practicing.